So everybody knows my favorite Bible story is the story of Gideon, and that's my prediction for what's going to happen.
And how does that go?
The story of Gideon is a long story. I won't tell the whole thing, but essentially, an angel of the Lord comes and asks Gideon to throw the Midianites out of Israel, and Gideon insists he's too unimportant and too helpless to do it. And the angel of the Lord says, well, that's okay, we're going to do it. You're perfect, because everybody will know it was us, not you. So, in fact, Gideon calls for an army, and the angel of the Lord makes him go through very many tests to make him realize that he doesn't need a big army, he just needs people who are faithful and competent. And in fact, in this environment, my advice to everybody after they come clean is strip your life down to the people who are, faithful and competent. And then so Gideon comes down the side of the mountains. The Midianites are sleeping in the valley below. And he comes down with Gideon's army, banging pitchers and lanterns. And the Midianites are so hateful and suspicious of each other, they jump up in the dark and kill each other. And in fact, every time I've seen someone bring tremendous transparency to what's happening, that's what happens. The Midianites, a fight breaks out and the Midianites start killing each other. And if you look at what these guys are trying to do, it's so hard and complicated. I think the Midianite thing is going to happen par excellence. And the question for all of us is, okay, what's our plan if and when that happens?
What's your plan if that happens?
What is my plan? My plan is to build a human civilization. And again, first you bring transparency, then you rebuild the economy bottom up. But you have to, we are now integrating very powerful technology, and that means we have to grow spiritually. We have to, you can't have this kind of advanced technology, managed by cavemen. And to a certain extent, that's what we're watching. We're giving very powerful weaponry and very powerful surveillance technology to people who are using it behaving like cavemen.
And the last question is do you think there's a spiritual dimension to this?
I think first and foremost what we're dealing with is spiritual. This is part of a 10,000-year-old war, and the outcome depends on our ability to spiritually evolve and grow up. So, I tell everybody death is not the worst thing that can happen here. What can happen is you can lose your immortal soul. That's your danger. So stop worrying about death and start worrying about, whether you're going to be free or not.